Okay. I'm gonna try to be quick, but this might be a lot. Anyway, Merry Christmas to all my people out there who celebrate Merry Christmas. I know there's some people on here who are not Christians, so this well. Anyway, Merry Christmas, y'all. Um, I just gotta say something. 50 Cent, you back at it again, and you gonna come for big bro, Dr. Umar Johnson? No, we're not having that one. See, now you stepping in our world. You stepping in the Pan Africanist world. And 50, all that tough guy stuff ain't gonna work here. Cause we read right through you. You trying to be the big scary black guy. We all big and black and scary, brother. You don't scare nobody. Talking about pretty much, if you don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, he's a psychologist. He has a PhD in psychology, clinical psychology, teacher, principal. Like he works, his psychology is with kids in school. And he does interviews here. He's like a Pan-Africanist. He calls himself the Prince of Pan-African. He travels all over the world to give lectures, speeches. He's written books. He does interviews, podcasts, and he just talks on the state of the black mind and the black man, black woman, the black child, the black family, the black African race, to be exact. So Umar is doing an interview, and he's from North Philly too. So 50 Cent and a lot of you, these tough gangsters, man, come on, bro, stop. You ain't scaring nobody, man. But he has an interview, and they asked him because he's a thought leader in like the unity of black people of getting along. I've been watching him for years, and when he asked him like, "What do you think about the Diddy documentary?" He said, "I think that was a prime example of self-hate." He said, "What we've been saying, there's a history and legacy of black men attacking each other, almost like a plantation mindset. You know what I mean? Because we feel as if we can get one of us out the way, we can have it all for ourselves." And so he's saying 50 Cent pretty much never makes documentaries about Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and all his creepy stuff. You know what I mean? The Roman Catholic Church and what they've done. So he's trying to act like he's doing this as a community jester to clean up the community, but no, it's really just a front for self-hate and self-interest, and really just being a tool of the power structure, the white power structure, to tear down a black man. So what he says that 50 responds on his Instagram, "Shut up, ninja," with the. And I was like, 50, that's not gonna work over here. Because what you just showed us is you are 100% a coon. You are a coon. All that big black tough muscle stuff with the vest don't mean nothing. You a scared little traumatized boy, and you need some help. You need some psychology. If you think you just gonna run around bullet, I see why you got shot 9 times, 50. 9. And from what we heard, you didn't do nothing back. We heard you ran in New Jersey, Hackensack, something like that. In front of your grandma. You got shot 9 times in front of your grandma's house. That means somebody don't like you. Like, I get it now. You know what I mean? But Umar responds with class, and he says, "Look, brother, I respect you. I respect your career. All I'm saying is, could we work together to give our people some positive content and some other stuff than your gangster get?" Because this is the thing with 50. All 50's content is nothing but stereotypical black BS. That's all he does. From Power to BMF, Diddy documentary, all his rap albums. It ain't nothing good about the guy. Like, it's just nothing but negativity. I want to beef with you. Gets very feminine vibes. He's a female emotionally. Like, you ever been around a girl who's just like, look at her shoes, look at her nails, look at this. What she thinks she cute? And you just like, damn, you got a problem with everybody? That's 50. And we all know 50, he grew up with his grandfather, but I guess he was a super old guy, so I don't think he really had a male role model, a strong one. And the thing about this situation, and once again, it goes back to point out the fact that these type of people, and we're using these people because they're the ones we know. They're not here for any good. They're here to literally distract and destroy. They make it hard for the regular black man to get out here and work together because you always find some other brother out there who's trying to beef with you, have an issue. And you're just like, what? Because, and I'll tell you why, real quick. Growing up listening to rap music, like I said, I was able to have a father at home, so I, you could see through the BS. But imagine, like, I had a lot of friends who didn't have male father figures at home, so a lot of them, you got to understand this. Some of these guys are like, where do you look to find? Because either one, to find a male role model, because one, you got either the brothers that are incarcerated, or the ones who went to college and get degrees end up leaving the community and moving to some suburb. So you got a community, just a bunch of single women, you know what I'm saying, with all these kids, and these boys are being feminized. That's why they're so angry, emotional. Murder rate is so crazy in Chicago. You stepped on my shoes. They don't have any emotional intelligence. So you step on my shoes, and now I'm gonna keep. And so then with the white power structure, because it's all, this is why I'm saying, and I'm telling you, 50, you're a Fed. You're the police now. I get you. You've been the police our whole lives. You've been a Fed cop, bro. Because you move like an agent of just nothing but just chaos. But what happens is these white power structures and these record labels and these owners of private prisons and all this BS and governors and who want to keep the black man down, they'll promote a guy like 50. And they'll tell all those fatherless black young boys, this is what a man is. Get the rings, the chains, beat people up, shoot out, prison, sell drugs. Yeah, that's how, you know what I mean? And what it's doing, 50, and this is the reason why Umar is trying to tell you, can we do some positive content, or is this all you do? This is all you do your whole career, Fifth, ever since I listened to you. And you got to understand the young brothers, they're acceptable to things at a young age because you don't know better. You know what I mean? You're looking at 50, he has a chain in the cars and he's millions of dollars, and you have only male figure you know is your uncle, and he works at, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, somewhere, and you're like, well, I want his life. And then your uncle might be an electrician, a great job, but no, I want that. And so what you're doing is pushing the youth into a space where they're gonna get into all this BS and hopefully don't ruin and lose their life as you run off with your $1 million, 50. Terrible, brother. I watched a little bit more of the documentary. People told me to. Bro, you the police. You were just ratting, snitching. What? He pretty much said Big Pity Diddy killed Tupac. I said, no, he did not just do this. What? You that upset, bro, over your ex-baby mama? You're that upset? You're that angry that you literally, and you know it's something so funny, this is a real quick note. Ja Rule's been trying to put out some paperwork on 50 from years ago when he got shot 9 times, right? With the Supreme Crew, if you ever follow that story. I was a huge 50 Cent fan. And when he got shot 9 times, he didn't come back and spin. He didn't spin. What he did is he ran to Jersey. He ran off to New Jersey. Got some rap money and came back with the police. Everybody knows, and this has been a rumor behind the scene, 50 Cent is the police. He rolls with the police because how does soon as you get shot 9 times and almost unalive, 50 Cent, all your enemies have federal charges. The feds are running. You're telling them. You're telling them that we know this. And once again, 50, you stay over there in that rapper and basketball world. Don't come to this black consciousness space, brother. Don't do that, because all that tough guy, no one, that don't look. You look weak. You look mentally insecure. You look sorry, because it's like no one's scared of you. We all big and black over here, brother. We all big and black. We all come from the same environments. Ain't no scaring us. Like I said, I can see why they popped you 9 times. You walk in the room and try to make people, somebody's gonna hurt you, 50. That's why you roll with all the police. Oh. And then you come for Dr. Umar? Told him, shut up, ninja? Why would you tell Umar that? That's crazy. That lets me know where you're at. You're a coon. You're a butt boy. You're tough and strong in the hood because they give you money and you hire police. But as soon as you get in them white exec offices, I know guys like this. They get in these white executive offices. It's, hey, how you doing? Oh man, what? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, what? But you want me to do what for you, sir? Wasn't Meek Mill, perfect example. If y'all got time, Google Meek Mill bunny hop. Meek Mill, the rapper from Philly, 18 from Burke Street, right? We'll pull up and do this to you. We do this, we do that. We outside. Don't play with me. I guess he's playing tennis with a bunch of white boys, and he loses. And so they tell him, "Oh, you lost. We need 20 bunny hops." So big gangster Meek Mills is bouncing around a tennis court in shorts and shirt, doing this. Like, whatever. I wouldn't mind if I didn't listen to your music and say, then why are you rapping about that? Why are you talking about? Why are you feeding that to the youth kids in Philadelphia? And you know how bad it is out there. It's rough. That's what you feeding them. But you're really living like this. A straight, them white execs have you doing bunny hopping. You guys are nothing but tools and pawns for them. Cooned out, Sambos. 50 Cent, this is what Netflix said. Netflix probably made the whole thing and said, 50, we're just going to put your face on it. 50 was like, I don't know. They said, 50, if you don't get your black mind out there and go destroy your community, you will never see this building again. That's how they talk to them. All these gangsters, when they're around us, they all when they get in those offices, oh no, they get taught to like children. Look at them. Look at all of them. Why are they podcasting? You're trying to tell me, Memphis Bleak, your big homie is Jay-Z, billionaire, and you're doing a podcast? That's what, for us, bro. Let us, you have a $1 billion friend you grew up with. He's flying jets all over the place. And you are doing podcasts with Tony Ayo. Not even Tony Ayo, with Jim Jones. What were you doing the whole time when you guys were doing all those $1 million? What happened? I thought you had $1 million deals. You guys, and then y'all not even owning your own platforms. It's like y'all have the money, but you guys are so used to working for white people and you want to. Because with a lot of them, it ain't right if it ain't white. If it ain't white people in the office, nah, something's not going to go well. That's how they really move. And then then I'm sitting there watching Fat Joe. Yeah, you know, when I was in high school, I walked in and robbed the whole gym. And after I robbed the whole gym, I had some of the people that I robbed help me carry it out. That's not content, bro. You just saying I'm a terrible human being. Robbing you a dirtbag. That's what you are. You're a dirtbag dude who got a record deal and you're paid to promote this mind. And so guess what? Some Puerto Rican kid in the Bronx is going to hear that and he's going to act it out. I guarantee you. Because he probably doesn't have guidance and he's seeing a guy who comes from his neighborhood, seeing how he acts. So he's like, I got to do that too if that's where I want to get to, is where he's at. But the chances you're going to get to where he's at are slim. So all these goofy rappers. Oh no, the final one is 21 Savage. F the streets. 21 Savage said F the streets. You go? Yeah. All right. He said F the streets. And after he said F the streets, it's like, but you guys have been promoting nothing but murder and mayhem for the last 10, 15 years. How is it F the streets now? Can you get serious? But let me go because they're closing up. Anyway, chase knowledge. Don't chase money. Peace, love, and positivity. And these rappers are goofies, these basketball players. Then Odell Beckham said $100 million ain't enough. Man, and y'all sit here and watch them. I'm going to keep cooking them. But anyway, holla.